Hi, it's Frankie, and today we are doing some Jekyll and Hyde action. We last left off with kind of like a little cliffhanger. Sorry about that, but couldn't risk the baby waking up on me in the middle of another game. You know, we are back in Cavendish Square. A linen shop? I don't think that's in Cavendish Square. The linen shop. Let's try Soho. Maybe it's there. It hurts. Sir, don't take me. Worker. Cough. Aaron London. Do they have any clues where the linen shop might be? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, can I read that? I cannot. Okay, it's not here. Wow, that's let's try the blind alley. Oh, my face still smells like coffee. I had a coffee and honey mass earlier. Did something happen again? Wait, let me talk to you, lady. Excuse me, have you seen a man named Hyde? Mr. Hyde? I don't think I've seen him. Has he caused some trouble? There was a news article about him having caused a disturbance. A disturbance? Oh, there's a place where such people gather. Where is it? It's in Soho. Outsiders, poor people, and thugs gather there. There's a little theatre and several pubs in the center of Soho, but the residents surrounding it too. The center isn't safe, so go around the outskirts first. Thank you for letting me know. New Achievement, Central London. That's nice. Take a look at these fabrics. They're as latest styles, modern wave. Hang on. Frederick Barnes dies on stage. Find out why. Have you seen a man named Hyde around here? I heard that Mr. Hyde was seen here and caused a disturbance at the pub. A disturbance? Is he Irish? Irish? Don't you think that you rush to judge people too easily? Yeah, racist. Irish people are lazy and use up our resources. You had better be careful. Don't trust them. You're overreacting. Don't generalize things like that. Yeah, man, it's racist. There's a disturbance everywhere in London. Excuse me, have you seen a man named Hyde, Mr. Hyde, around here? Mr. Hyde? That name sounds familiar. Really, do you know him? Do you mean Hyde Park? Where the Crystal Palace is? Okay. Okey dokey. I haven't contacted my cousin in a long time. Yeah. Pretty sure he wouldn't try to, talk to you, you racist. Another ordinary day. Alright, let's talk to you. Take a look at these fabrics. They are the latest style and made on modern weaving. I did not read that completely. These fabrics just came in this morning. Take a look. Excuse me, are you looking for something? No, it's not that. You know the pub on Cavendish Square? I was told that I need a password to get in. Do you happen to know the password? Oh, is that so? All of the regulars know the password for the pub. A friend of yours asked me to ask you. He said he forgot the password. I won't speak ill of a gentleman who drinks during daylight. The password is to love brandy is to know it. While you're here, would you like to take a look at my wares? I'll be sure to look at them when I return, thank you. Okie dokie, data files. Last night, scandalous incidents took place in London. An unidentified man, horrifying display, attacked. Next part is filled with nonsense. Mr. Hyde carried an expensive cane. Already read that. Mr. Hyde seems to be in a bad mood in the early morning. Disappeared into the Cavendish Square while swearing. Yeah, we already know this. But we have some new ones, I believe. Right, we already read Jack the Ripper. Soho in the London West and in the 19th century was inhabited by immigrants and poor people, and there were brothels and small theaters. It was the most densely populated area of London and was rife with disease and crime. Tomb of the Pharaohs had long been targeted by tomb robbers, but after Egypt became a British protectorate, I think I already read this one. Destroyed the pubs. Okay, so we already have the password. We have the password. Let's go to Cavendish Square. Oh, you're the one who forgot the password and couldn't get in earlier. No, I'm here because I know the password. Then what is it? To love brandy is to know it. To know brandy is to love it. To love brandy is to know it. Is it right? Yeah, that's the password. You can go in. Whew, thank you. Into the pub. Absent, my lovely green fairy. Excuse me, have you seen a man named Hyde? I heard he caused a disturbance at the pub. I'm sorry, I just came from Edinburgh this morning, so I haven't heard anything about him. Edinburgh? You've come far then. It was a long, dull trip, so I'm quite tired. Please, let me know if you hear anything about Mr. Hyde. Thank you. Here's my card. Have you seen a man named Hyde? No, I've never heard a name before, sir. What are you looking for him? What on earth did he do? He trampled a young girl and caused a disturbance on the streets. And at the pub as well, it seems. Did you say he trampled a young girl? I have a young child, too. That is, what an inhuman monster. Such a man has to be hanged. What a pity that the death penalty was abolished. Please, calm yourself. Anyway, thank you. I hope that man Hyde to be caught soon. He has nothing better to do. Have you seen a horrifying... Shh! You're surrounded by so many evil spirits. Excuse me? The evil spirits are trying to possess you. You must scatter the ashes of a lamb's horn around your house. Oh, I can see death. I'm sorry, but I'm looking for someone. Have you seen an unpleasant man named Mr. Hyde? No, I haven't. There's nothing more unpleasant than the dead who have come back to the world of the living. Goodbye. Nonsense. I cannot talk to you. Alright, let's talk to the waitress because he did talk to the waitress first. Call me if you need anything. Welcome. I've never seen you around here before. But I did give you the correct password, so you don't need to worry. I have a question. How about a glass of absinthe since you're here? No, I'm afraid now is not a good time. Could you tell me what happened last night? Oh, you mean the bloke that destroyed the barrels and caused the disturbance? Yes, about that. That's the man name must be Mr. Hyde. Could you tell me where he went and what else he did? So that scoundrel's name was Hyde. I don't even like his name. Thinking about him makes me shudder. I would appreciate it if you could tell me more about the incident. I don't want to speak about him anymore. Go ask the barmaid over there. She saw what happened. I feel like I'll have bad luck if I say another word about that scoundrel. That's why I hired a private guard. You didn't do something bad to the lady, did you? Excuse me, I would like to know about a man that caused the mayhem here last night. Oh, you mean the horrible man? I don't ever want to meet or even think about a person like that again. Can you tell me more about him? I know that you don't want to, but please, even a little information will help. He was unpleasant, rude, and most detestable. And that hideous laugh. He threatened people. It's impossible to describe it properly. Could you please tell me more? He told me to follow him to some street. I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about him right now. I see. I understand. I must report it to the police as soon as possible. Have a nice day. I think there was a police constable somewhere in Cavendish Square. I'll go and tell him. There was a police in Cavendish Square. Thank you. So far I haven't used tea time. There's one police over there to square. I know where he is. Come on, we spoke to him. What a crazy day. Excuse me, are you investigating what happened last night at the pub? What happened at the pub? I haven't heard anything. What happened? A man who goes by the name Mr. Hyde threatened both the bartender and the barmaids. He has been causing trouble all over London. Witnesses say he's a horrifying man, and I heard that he went into that alley. Oh, finally, some evidence that may help us solve this case. Understood. I'll report my superiors, and I'll be conducting a search of the surrounding area. Thank you. I'll search that alley as well. Meet Mr. Utterson and Dr. Jekyll, friend Dr. Lanyon. You can play additional cases in the timeline. Okay. Ready then, Dr. Lanyon. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Let's get to it. Do it. Hackney cab. Davenport, most delicious lamb pie. There's plenty of new novels to read. Enough to look around. Aha. Okay. Dr. Lanyon. Dr. Lanyon might know something. Is Dr. Lanyon at home? Oh, Mr. Utterson, it has been a while since we had the pleasure of your company. How have you been? I've been well. You look well too. Thank you. Please come in. My master is at home. Thank you. Oh, Utterson, welcome. It's been so long. Would you like a glass of wine? I have many different vintages. Oh no, thank you. I'll have a cup of tea instead. You're so stubborn as ever. take a break from time to time. Don't forget that I'm a doctor. You should listen to me. I understand. I'll try from now on. As about the hospital, I'll get to the point. So, Dr. Lanyon, I think we are Henry Jekyll's two oldest friends. Isn't that so? Of course. It would be great if we were younger. Anyways, yes, we are indeed his oldest friends. Now that you mention him, I haven't seen Jekyll in a while. Besides being busy, you mean? I thought since you have similar interests, you would often meet for discussions in an academic nature. We used to, but several years now, and he's been getting increasingly strange. For several years? I still think of him as a friend, but a man of science who believes in supernaturalisms. What poppycock. Calm down, Lanyon. I flew off the handle, I'm sorry. I didn't expect to hear such a thing about him. Well, I'm in no position to judge, and it's certainly a most unexpected story. Could you give me a moment? I need some time to calm myself. Understood. Lanyon, you don't mind me looking around your house, do you? You don't mind? Not at all? Can I talk to you now? What are you looking at? It's a picture of us when we were young. Don't get upset just because of a difference in opinion. It's easy for you to say that when you're not involved. I'm sorry, but I think about it and the angrier I get. What he did would have caused a rift between Damon and Pythias? Pythias. It seems like things can't get any worse between the two of you. Forget about Jekyll for a moment, right? I have something to ask you. Is there anything else about him you find curious? Have you heard about the man that he's looking after? Edward Hyde. Edward Hyde. No, I'm afraid not. Hyde. You don't have to strain yourself. Should I have asked about the hospital? Maybe it would have added to the case files. Who knows? You have completed achievement Greek mythology. The case has been loaded. A lasting friendship. Ooh. Central London, unlock and obtaining the following files: Soho, Cavendish, River Thames. Greek mythology, unlock and obtaining files: Harpy and Pythias. Let's go to the alley and check the door Mr. Hyde supposedly came through. That would be in Soho. Wait, no, that's not in Soho. Was it the blind alley? I can't remember. I'm sorry. Okay. Miss Utterson kept watch on the door in the alley for a few days. Stakeout. Purchase. If he is Mr. Hyde, then I shall be Mr. Seek. That's so corny. It would be another long night. After a few days, the sun's about to rise, but no luck so far. The last few days has been in vain. I guess today won't be any different. I should get some sleep. No, perhaps it might be different this time. Who knows? It's so creepy. It's definitely. Mr. Hyde is that far away. I thought I would be able to meet him today. Supposed to. Mr. Hyde is that far away. Why am I bumping into everyone? What is this game mechanic? This makes no sense. It's weird that you're stopping me. This case includes illustrations to enhance your gameplay experience. Yeah. Excuse me. Are you Mr. Edward Hyde? Yes, I'm Hyde. What is it? I followed you to this door, and I haven't introduced myself. I'm Gabriel Utterson. I've been friends with Jekyll since we were young. If you live in this house, you must have heard Dr. Jekyll speak of me. If you don't mind, may I join you inside? I'm here to see my old friend. Dr. Jekyll's not at home. It would be of no use, even if you come in. How do you know? Speaking of which, how do you know about me? Ask him to change the subject. Do you only ever go out at night like this? Or do you care? I'm quite curious about you, actually. Ask him to show his face. Mr. Hyde, if you don't mind, may I ask you a favor? I'll hear it first. Would you mind if we could talk face to face? That's really good artwork. Now that I've seen your face, I'll be able to recognize you the next time I see you. This should be of use someday. Are you staying here, Mr. Hyde? Here's my business card. Please call me if you ever need a lawyer. My address is there too, so you may come and find me if you are in a hurry. I might need a lawyer someday, no? Well, since I know your address, I'll tell you mine as well. I live on the outskirts of Soho, and it won't be hard to find my house. I'm just stopping by here. So that's not really a proper address. Now tell me, why do you know so much about me? Oh, I just heard about you from an acquaintance, that's all. And who is this acquaintance? Someone that we both know very well. Someone that we both know. Who could that be? Well, perhaps Dr. Jekyll. We both know that's a damn lie. What do you mean? A damn lie? You're being quite rude. How is it a lie? Are you one and the same? Okay. We are almost out of time, so let's do a little recap of everything. So we had these cases first, but apparently it looks like I haven't read them yet. Someone have conducted a very important experiment. Man trampled a little girl. Owner check belongs to Dr. Jekyll. The man's name is Hyde. Mr. Hyde destroyed objects in the alley during the night. Mr. Hyde was about to run away after trampling a little girl. Mr. Hyde is confident about the check. Must be real. Dr. Jekyll wrote a will stating that if he dies, everything goes to Hyde. He believes that humans have more than one ego. After causing a disturbance at the pub, Mr. Hyde declared he would head to the alley. Dr. Lanyon avoided Jekyll's company for a while. Dr. Lanyon and Dr. Jekyll argued over scientific issues. Mr. Utterson, Dr. Jekyll, and Dr. Lanyon have been friends for a long time. Mr. Hyde is a young man with a horrifying and unpleasant appearance. Mr. Hyde's house is in Soho. Okay. We're done with the cases. Have we read Gabriel Alderson's? Yeah, we have, right? Dr. Lanyon is kind, healthy, and full of energy. He is a determined man. Dr. Lanyon is a doctor, and his hospital is always packed with patients. Dr. Lanyon doesn't know about Mr. Hyde. Alright, let's see. Ooh, harpy. Harpies from Greek myths. They are half female and half birds. The chemist's store carries various herbs and spices as well as various elements from chemical experiments. Back then, there weren't many restrictions on chemist shops, so people could easily purchase poisons, narcotics, and explosives. Yeah, apothecaries were famous way back then. British shops. Shops of the Victorian era in the Great Britain catered to people of different social classes. So what they sell also differs. Although most shops sold one type of goods, the new department stores of the period were largely stocked a wide range of goods and catered to a wider range of customers than before. Tea time. From the 18th century onwards, Great Britain was the world's largest consumers of tea. Tea was traditionally drunk with milk and sugar from a cup and saucer. The English would consume several cups of tea a day, including when they were at work. Alright, so let's read the next London Files when this is complete. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!